Hello and welcome back, Hat Enjoyers, to another episode of Journey Through Eorzea. As always, I'm your host, Man with Hat, Tiberius Fox. We are trying to find Alphinaud. He's hanging out with the rich. I was actually looking over there and I was like, what is that? I'd always forget what that thing is. But anyway, he's over in Yulemore, the big fancy rich city, which keeps reminding me of another sci-fi property I can't think of. But that's neither here nor there. We'll figure that out. In the meantime, let's talk to this guy with a funny name so he can tell us a secret and figure out where we're going. If you head south along the coast, you will eventually come to a fisherman's shack. And friend of the Custarium lives there, a man who goes by the name of Ivor. Ivor keeps an eye on everything that happens in Kalusha, and he will be able to point you in the right direction. Just hand him a sprig of thyme, and that will let him know that you can be trusted. Here, this should be enough. Find you a friend, and if I stay here with Amaro until you are ready to return. I just fumbled that last sentence, but that's okay. Those things are creepy. These things remind me of like the little things that hang out in the woods in the swamp in Baldur's Gate 3. That hang out with the witch that hangs out there. Molastache. Do they have a mustache? No, no mustache. They should put a little like comically small mustache on him. I think that would have made it like fantastic. I'll be honest, I don't really, unlike the other places that you go, I really don't like the music in Kalusha. It's just like the way the music sounds, it's just kind of this part. I don't know if you can hear that well, but it's just kind of disconcerting. It's like a weird, like scary carnival or something. I don't know. It's hard to describe. I think I just missed my turn. Let's get on Mjolnir and go back. I always think I'm supposed to go to this camp first, but you're supposed to go down this way to the fisherman's shack. If I'd been paying attention to the directions, I would have known that. I just completely forgot about this part. I always remember just going to that little city and that was it. So. Alright, looks like Ivor is a big cat dude, buff cat dude, with a horn on his forehead for some reason. What are you after? Fish? Crab? I think I've got an eel in the barrel somewhere if you've got a taste for him. Oh, I do love a bit of thyme. Chuck some in the pan and it's like a bloody festival of flavor. Now what is I can do for you? Can't say there's been any major upsets to report these past few weeks. Looking for a small elf boy? Alphinaud, eh? I know the one. Our young champion of the downtrodden. Yulemore's richer than all of Nordrend put together, but it's a different story for them that live outside the city. Most spend every waking moment just trying to stay alive, which makes your friend's dedication to helping others stand out all the more. I can hazard a guess as to where he is now. Get a message to him, but you'll need to be somewhere quiet to meet, away from prying eyes. Make for Stilltide. There's a fishing village just up the path there. You'll look into a run-down excuse of a tavern the locals call the Leaky Keel. Wait there, and I'll see that Alphinaud joins you. Sweet. Mjolnir. Not Palico. Mjolnir. Let us go back up to the village that I accidentally went away from last time. I like the design of the Aetherites in this part of the game. They're probably amongst my most favorite. It's got an interesting design to it that I think is pretty cool. Hard to describe what I like about it. It's just kind of the shape of it. It's got that weird blockiness at the bottom, and it's kind of got like a cube gem look to it, almost. Alright, destination. Hey, Thieva. I'm just gonna stand here for God knows how long. Hope you don't mind. This is your first time in the tavern? It's customary to buy a drink if you mean to loiter. What will you be having? That's a great question. Ale, mead, water. Ale, mead, water. I'm just gonna say ale. I'm not against a beer. Fine choice. And what will you be paying with? Monies? Well now, those are exotic. Where'd you come by coins like that? I'm sorry, dear. I don't doubt they have value, but I don't have a touchstone to test their purity, and I'm not about to be begging for one from their neighbors, so we'll just have to come to some other arrangement. I thought they said everyone around here takes gill. I don't know. Ah, here's an idea. There's a common in the north where we grow our vegetables, but lately the pests have been eating more than we have. What do you say to a bit of extermination work? I want you to squash any vermin you find and then visit the caretaker and give him an earful for me for sleeping on the job. He'll be in the old silo next to the fence, snoring like it is not. Do that for me and you can laze about here as long as you like. I just thought maybe they meant only in the Crystarium. But I'm just like, I thought you said I could just do it. Whatever. I don't know what that button does. What is Contour 6? Contra 60. It's gotta be like an AoE attack or something. I think that's right there. But we'll just try it. Let's see. Blighted crop. Oh, we got purple smoke. Purple smoke alert! Oh no, it's pestilence swarm. I'm like get my camera all derpy. Alright, get wrecked by a verifier. Get wrecked. Alright, there's more over there. More purple smoke back in the crops. Hey guys, remember when we saved like an ancient grapevine that was super important and made the best wine of all time? Real ones from A Realm Reborn, remember that one? Alright, hang on. Is this? Yeah, okay. Oh, let's see. Oh, this one's slow. Do that one. I'm just gonna hit him with a sword. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's Cilium Revert, who's also here doing the same thing. Level 75 Reaper. Respect. Alright, let's heckle this guy in here. No response. Maybe you need to knock louder. Knock again. No response. Perhaps the occupant is hard of hearing. Knock on it a third time. Brilliant. Brilliant. You are faint squeaking from the other room beyond. Time to burst in and save the day, brave adventurer. I don't think that's what happens, but you know what? That's fine. No one is home, and judging by the lack of furniture, they haven't been for some time. The gnawed scraps of vegetables on the floor suggest rats have taken up residence in their absence. Alright. I don't know why, I just kind of assumed they would do that. That I would find, like, what I was looking for, but that's neither here nor there. Let us go. Speak with Thiva. I'm sure this isn't going to become a bigger problem. They're not going to be like, oh, well, you know, he wasn't there. That's a shame. Guess we'll have to move on with our lives. That'll totally happen. Just a random tidbit. Is it my crazy, or does this tree seem like it's, like, on the path when it's not supposed to be? It feels like it should be, like, right here. But it's, like, kind of in the middle of the path. Just an odd little thing. Just like, huh. Alright, Thiva. Welcome back, dear. What does a good-for-nothing caretaker have to say for himself? He ain't there. He's gone. Gone? Must have left to join the rest of the hopefuls. In Gaytown, outside Yulemore, you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? And there I was thinking of another dreamer. Well, never mind all that. Take a seat wherever you like, dear. You've more than earned it. I even throw in another drink on the house. Started sneezing all of a sudden. I couldn't handle myself. That blue one looks fancy. You're not sure what to give me? Give me the blue one. Oh.
And how is business today, Mistress Theva?
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
Indeed, she does. She kind of cute. Show me his face. What's up, young man?
'Tis good to see you, my friend.
I don't know, we go way back.
The barley seeds you wanted. They should produce a better harvest than the last.
What, just like that? Oh, Alphinaud, you really are a dear. Well, I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
I'll be honest. I don't hate it, but that outfit is definitely a choice for Alphinaud.
It seems an age since last we spoke. Not since the prisoner exchange in Doma. And Yotsu.
Yeah, that would, like, for us, not that long ago, for like chronological time, and like how long. I always have to remember like how long between like the end of a thing, like end of a patch, and like the next expansion, right? Like in the Dawn Trail time, for example, we're in like 7.51, I think. So we're almost 7.55. And then the next one launches like, I think, was it January of 27? So
It has been even longer for me, of course, if you count the days I've spent here. But the time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well.
me, I was more worried about you. We thought we'd lost you. I'll just put that one. It's kind of a more generic, but fitting.
Huh. Alisaie said much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding.
She do be liking to scold you, my boy.
But I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before. I see. Both the Exarch and Alisaie told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be avoidable.
Yeah, unfortunately, it didn't really pan out.
And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry. We must endeavor to return as soon as we may.
You know, the thing is, if I'm not mistaken, I can go back anytime I want, but maybe that doesn't apply yet. Narratively.
It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change. But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source. We must prevent the 8th Umbral calamity.
Which is funny, because it's totally what the Emperor of Garlemald wanted to do. And now we're just working on it from the other
Eorzea's
side.
vision of the future has, I fear, every chance of coming true.
You know, it is crazy that after all the time he's been here, he's still so short. Look how short he is. He's like a little toddler on that chair.
By his description, the catalyst for the calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire.
You know what he needs? You remember in Naruto Shippuden? If you've watched Naruto. You go from Naruto to Shippuden, and like a couple years have passed, and he's grown a little bit. I feel like it'd be good if he was just like a little bit bigger, you know what I mean? I might be wrong, but I feel like he's the exact same height and size as he's been like the entire game. But maybe I'm crazy.
Which can only mean one thing. Black Rose. Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Ascians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more. Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped, but so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by any means. And thus simply destroying the existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course. In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion. I'm sure Eorzea himself will cover the subject in more detail. But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat. One being Sin Eaters, of course. They are a menace that I would dearly love to remove, and not just to avert a calamity. I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered.
As pragmatic as ever.
That is what brought me to the gates of Yulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority.
Honestly, I would have said this Crystarium, but I know I'm crazy.
If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure?
Baby, you know it. Let's go. Do the hand punch thing. I need the hand punch thing. There it is. We did the hand punch.
And so we take to the road once more.
Well, we gotta get you some different clothes, though, dude. You've gone native. I'm sorry, he just looks like a goob. Although I'm trying to think, he hasn't changed his outfit since the Realm Reborn otherwise, so it's fine. It's just like kind of funny. You know what I would have done? I would have made it so, I don't think it is, but I would have made this bar like the epicenter. And where's the lady? She's not even here anymore. I would have made this epicenter of like all our operations in the area. Assuming you have no objections, let us make our way directly to the city outskirts. If we time our arrival just right, you may be lucky enough to see why I have yet to set foot in Yulmore, despite my best efforts to do so. Come, from here we must head west, and then across a small bridge. Come on, Alphinaud, my boy! And there's that noise. Need to double summon our boy Mjolnir here. Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. Oh, we're meeting. Did he say over the bridge or meeting at the bridge? I think we're going over the bridge. That's how we know we're going the right way. There he is. There's our funnily dressed boy. Kalusia seems peaceful, does it not? Almost familiar. I had some similar impressions of the Crystarium. Even in this distant world, people are much the same. To think whenever a calamity struck the source, a reflection such as this one, with all its culture and history, was being erased from existence. No, get away from me. Over there. Quickly, someone's in trouble. I didn't expect like the random dialogue, so like read it kind of weird. It's fine. We'll walk past our giant iguana. Imagine you're just walking down the road and there's just a giant iguana. Well, there's like a house here. Oh, purple. We got Manic Madam. Wait, by the fates, look out. Bear fire. I need to start throwing more of my lights aspected magics. Balance out my sweet thing. The world's Alphinaud. I think we would have done something about this. My poor heart. Thank you, young sir. Ah, there you are. In my haste, I lost my bearings, but I see you have the situation well in hand. Fine work. Are you all right, madam? Just a few bruises from where I fell. Nothing compared to where I was in store for me. This brave soul came to my rescue. I honestly thought I was done for. My feet is not as swift as they once were, and I knew that no one was left to hear me scream. Not that I let that stop me. I should probably leave my old house behind and queue up outside Yulmore with the rest of them. Doubt those fancy lords and ladies will welcome an old crone like me. Still, even a shack near the gate has to be safer than staying here. One would hope. Either way, I suggest you avoid wandering alone, lest you make the Sin Eater's task any easier. Thank you again. You saved my life, and now I'm sure a strapping lad like you has little fear. But I wouldn't linger long in this place. There's naught to be had here but cobwebs and memories. Good day, old woman. 'Tis as the lady says. Many in these parts have abandoned their homes to live in Yulmore's shadow. Should the Sin Eaters descend upon this region, their precious few with the strength to fight them off. Speaking of which, what have you been told of these monsters? I thought I told a lot by your sister. It was pretty good. Pretty bad, actually. Ah yes, Alisaie would be well qualified to speak on the subject. Compared with Amarang, Kalusia is almost a haven. But as you saw, we cannot let our guard down. Had you arrived but a few moments later, the Sin Eater would have claimed another victim. Still, we have won a small victory this time at least. Now, shall we press on? We need to return to where the road forks and follow the path that leads west. Alright. Mjolnir. To the west, I guess. Which way am I supposed to go? Oh, that way, okay. Like, I'm looking at it, it kind of looks like it could have gone either way, so... It's a big tentacly thing, isn't it? I think the sense of scale for Eorzea is a little off. It's hard to tell how big it actually is. Reminds me of something like Baldur's Gate or something. That reminds me of something else, I just can't put my finger on it.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Eorzea itself lies beyond. This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gate Town, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
I thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend, eh?
Well, it's a scallywag voice if I ever heard one.
I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
With that voice, I don't know if I do.
He's not here to compete. Leave him be.
What? I was only making conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please!
I'm telling you, dude, this reminds me of something like the lottery and like getting in and the whole thing. Definitely reminds me of something. I just can't put my finger on it. Oh, we got
Greetings
the...
to
Oh my
our
gosh, they're
hopeful
jesters.
petitioners, one and all! Eorzea extends its warmest regards. Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine. We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy. Even on days when fish is not on the menu! Who
I don't trust
among you will
blondes,
answer the call?
especially not blonde
Name
jesters.
yourself or another. We might not at all.
Fish, is it? Was there anyone?
What about that girl?
Do you recall how I said Eorzea was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame. It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon. A poor man could sooner pass through the Iron Needle than Eorzea's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged, and so they are picked over like market produce.
Some biblical parallels here, if you're looking for them. Just saying.
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in the City of Splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor.
And everyone's like jazzed for her. I mean, I respect that everyone's happy for her.
Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for?
I want to fight these women and their stupid fishnet stockings
what
and
have we
outfits.
here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident.
Oh, I can't remember what that is. It's like... Oh man. To serve man, it's a cookbook. I forget what meal is, but it's not good. Man, the parallels are there. I just can't remember what it is I'm thinking of.
Ah, look!
Enjoy!
Like Soylent Green or something.
Thank goodness.
Meal is a foodstuff which Yulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gatetown, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well. Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity, yet the whole arrangement just seems...
Yeah, I can't imagine what possibly could be wrong right now.
well, let's just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
You want to scrap with your stupid beauty mark? I'm ready to go. In the words of Emil from Halo Reach, I'm ready to go. How about you? Now you understand why my attempts to enter the city have thus far come to naught. The dubious privilege of residency must be won via contest with ever-changing rules. They say this policy has been in place for the past 2 decades, ever since Yulmore's current ruler came to power. Yet from what I have seen, it does not more harm than good. Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against the Sin Eaters, it robs them of their self-sufficiency. I have tried to propose ways they could improve their lot, but my words invariably fall on deaf ears. The attitude is so entrenched now, I worry that, well, mayhap you should take a turn around Gatetown, and judge the situation for yourself. Alright, well there's a thing back this way before we go up. This Gatetown thing, I could be mistaken, but I don't feel like we spend a lot of time here. Like, I feel like maybe a little more time could have been spent here, but we don't. Still here, are you? Can't blame you for wanting a slice of Yulmore's pie. If you ask me, you should ditch the sour-faced brat and make a home for yourself here. Gatetown's not much to look at, aye, but at least it's safe. And the meal is the best thing I've ever tasted. Yeah, I want to live in, like, this shanty town. That sounds great. Can't imagine anything else I would rather do. Except for be awesome. Alphinaud standing there with his silly outfit. Sorry, I'm gonna keep styling on his outfit. It's ridiculous. Alright, bubbling crock pot. A large pot bubbles over the flame. Pale chunks, meal, you realize floating, otherwise plain broth. Like I said, I don't know what meal is, but I know it's not good. Oh, is that a sightseeing log? We did a lot of that in Stormblood. Let's go. There's another one here. How did I not see this, even though... Maybe I didn't have them unlocked at the time. Hang on. Vista Record, Gatetown. Let's go. Just look at it. Can you imagine a more beautiful city? Yeah, lots of them. Every day I dream of a life that waits for me inside those walls. Oh, will they ever pick me? No. In the words of the World of Warcraft devs, who were completely out of touch, but it's correct in this context. You think you want that, but you don't. You think you don't. You want to think that you want that, but you don't. And that's paraphrased. It's not exactly it. When asked about World of Warcraft Classic. And that's the end of my joke. You've seen what Gatetown has to offer? Oh, I talked to like 3 people, but sure. Those people can no longer fend for themselves. They've become dependent on handouts of meal and believe Yulmore is the answer to all their woes. Yet no matter how I frame my encouragement, they seem unwilling, nay, unable to conceive of any other way of life. Alright, well, let's get to work figuring out how to solve the problem. You disapprove of people's way of life, you disapprove of Yulmore. I'll just do that one. I mean, Yulmore is a given. The people, let alone. I mean, they're both pretty much givens to me. Disapprove. It frustrates me, certainly. That is only part of it, though. The whole situation makes me uneasy. Not that it matters. However unjust the system seems to me, if these people claim to be content with their lot, it is hardly my place to criticize their choices. But take that elderly lady you rescued. Does it not seem that those who have chosen to forego Eulmore's Largus are doomed to suffer for their independence? In the end, they are all but forced to seek refuge in Gate Town, and so hamlets and fields across the island are left empty and unattended, hastening their regent's descent into ruin. Nay, I am not convinced if Eulmore's generosity truly serves the best interest of Kaluja's people. I am not so naive as to think there is some miraculous solution to all this, yet I cannot help but frown at the sight of hard-working villagers struggling to survive even as the chosen few rejoice at being plucked from poverty by the hand of capricious noble. There has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long-delayed steps through Eulmore's gates. It is fortunate that you arrived when you did, Tiberius. I have been working on a scheme to insinuate myself into the city, and if all goes to plan, it should soon come to fruition. There is a beast tribe who makes its home in the seas surrounding the island. The Ondo, they're called, though you and I know them as the Sahagin. For the most part, they keep to themselves, in their ocean grottos, and rarely have dealings with land dwellers. But as Tataru took such great pains to impress upon me during our stay in Kugane, business favors the bold, and so I reached out to them. I duly discovered that the Ondo are inordinately fond of land-grown produce, fresh fruits in particular, and when I offered to procure such goods for them, they promised to pay me in pearls. An attractive business venture of any prospective investor, would you not agree? Surely even the most jaded Eulmoran lord would have to take time to a merchant who can make pearls from plums and pumpkins? Yes, I've come a long way since my days of buying samurai swords without first negotiating a price. I'm stunned. I'm like, he knows things. My appointment with the Ondo is due to take place in a few hours. I just need to collect the produce and meet with them on the shore. Might you help me make the exchange? Hand punch. Excellent. I should be glad of your company. First things first, then. We must pay a visit to Molusha Omoa, my supplier in right. Come, it is just to the northwest of here. Oh no, I'm being watched. Oh, I was just thinking about that guy. The cat guy with the blue hair. Forgot exactly what his relevance was. I couldn't remember if he was a main quest or a side quest. But I definitely remember that guy. I kept thinking, I remember a blue cat man, but I don't remember what his relevance is for this area or anything else. I know I could probably go all the way down there and cut across, but we're just going to cut through. Can you imagine living in a world where there's just like giant monsters like this just hanging out all over the place? It'd be very disconcerting, I think. Indomitable. Trash can robot. Beware of the trash can robot. Oh no, they're attacking the boxes. Sorry, Dodos, I don't have time for you and your boxes. Tis a silly place. Is there something I can do for you, friend? Good day to you, Moshimoa. This is my associate Tiberius. We are here to collect the produce I purchased. Eh? I loaded your lackey up with the goods not long ago. My lackey? I know of no such person. Mr. Lad, short blue hair? No? He said he'd come on your behalf, and since he seemed to know all the details, I just assumed. Confounded. Dude, every time that Alphinaud says confounded, I thought, surely this is just a Realm Reborn thing, and I've realized, no, that's just a thing he says. Here we are in Shadowbringers, and he's still saying it. Just like I would get him a shirt that just says "confounded" on, like a white T-shirt with black lettering on, just says "confounded." Confounded. Someone must have been eavesdropping on the conversation. If this charlatan was not here not long ago, he could not have gone far. We should split up and search the area. You find a vantage point of the south of the town, and I shall take the west. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Alright. And away we go. Yeah, imagine you're just hanging out and you're like, oh, yeah, no big deal. And then there's a giant tree man. They call him, what do they call him? They call him Wood Eyes. Not disconcerting at all. And there's another one right there. What a life we live. Destination. Search surrounding for a male mister with short blue hair. You may move the camera. Okay. Let's see. Blue hair, man. I don't think it. No. He might be. That might be him. Ah, there it is. There we go. You have located your quarry. I'll miss my sniper shot like 3 times. Feels like playing on Blood Gulch all over again. Tiberius, any sign of him? Yeah, he over there. My hat's plumage blows the way. You've a keen eye. Let us move in before he makes good his escape. Alright. Have at ye. That's pirate speak. For have at ye.
There you are.
You and your silly haircut.
The thief who claims the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Well, forgive me. I have to get into the city. I have no family and all my friends have already been chosen. No one here gives a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it. No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired, I'm so bloody hungry.
Don't be a wuss. Go farm.
I thought maybe I could steal your idea. Get in that way.
Someone tase this man. Tase him right now. I don't want to hear your sob story.
What is your name?
Alphinaud, more patient than that would be.
Tell me then, Kaishir. Must it be Yulmore or nothing?
Yeah.
What of the Christerium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
Exactly. Based.
No, it has to be Yulmore.
Uh-huh. Of course it does. It's not just to make it, not just to get food, but it has to be Yulmore.
That's where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
You don't even know if they're there anymore, and if they really loved you, they wouldn't have, like, dipped on you.
I was to make my deal with the Ondo at the Clave. Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Yulmorans' interest.
You'll give me your place? Just like that?
I mean, I wouldn't, but, you know, sure. Why not, silly haircut man?
I'm giving you a chance, nothing more. What comes of it is entirely up to you.
I understand. Oh, thank you, thank you!
Because I remember kind of liking Kaishir, but I'm kind of annoyed by him right now. So we'll see if maybe he just changes in a way that seems more familiar. His pants are silly, and his haircut's silly, and they don't respect it.
This was but one path. There will be others. But for young Kaishir, it was the difference between life and death.
Okay, I'll lightly give it to you. It's saying, it's like, oh, that's all my friends are. It's like, pout about it, why don't you?
I do not regret my decision. Yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best.
Exactly. And with all the speculation and the doubt we have about Yulmore, we're like, oh, but he has to get into Yulmore. We should definitely help him. It's like, you'd be sent him to his death, man.
We strive to bring swift salvation to this world, that countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless?
That's not who we are. You are quite well, I mean, like, I don't want to be cold, but at the same time, the thing is, I don't like the posit. He's like, but I have to get into Yulmore. That's where all my friends are. So go work at the Crystarium, get money, and then come back. It's not on you to just steal our thing and then go, well, you know, and then we have to give up a whole plan. So I'm saying quite possibly we better come up with a new plan. I'll be a little cold on this one.
Indeed. We will find another way. I promise you. Shall we return to Wright then?
All I'm saying is that kid he didn't earn anything. He wasn't, like, deserving of having anything.
Is that?
Dun, dun, dun.
I can't be sure, but I think someone's in trouble.
Yeah, somebody definitely passed out on the beach.
Come on. They may need our help.
Dude's got velociraptor vision, dude. Yeah, binocular vision. Why, by golly, do you see that man passed out on the beach? 3 football fields away. I'm just saying, look at that. Look at that. I can barely see anything from here. That's okay, maybe not 3 football fields, but like 1.5. Look at the Alphinaud. Like, oh yeah, wouldn't you know it? Hey, there's someone passed out on the beach over there. The darndest thing. Let's see. Where this lift thing it's important later, but that's then. This is now. We got some windmills, which I'm sure are in great service right now. Got some crabs, but they're not megalo crabs, so that's what, you know, there's big claw. I need megalo crabs. You can't beat a name like megalo crab. Try and use a Veracure on him. Do I have Veracure? That should take care of the worst of his injuries. Ugh. Mercy. Mercy, I beg you. Breathe easy, sir. No harm will come to you here. The poor man is shivering. Pray keep an eye on him while I get the fire going. It's just weird to think. It's like, oh, we're sitting on a blinding beach, but we're cold, you know? I thought for certain I was dead. How am I ever to repay this kindness? We'll settle for a tale behind your current predicament. Why don't you begin by telling us your name? Driscoll, I was invited to Yulmore to work as an artist. A wealthy couple took me to paint pictures for them, but when my style proved contrary to their taste, they just as quickly turfed me out onto the street. I was left penniless and patronless, a grave sin in Lord Valthry's city. Within days they had brought me before the man himself, and he asked me what I meant to do. Dejected as I was, I told him that I wished to leave. Little did I know that soon he would grant me my wish. They flung me over the balustrade into the goddamn ocean. From up there, how were you not dashed to pieces? Don't ask me. Luck, I suppose. Though if you hadn't found me when you did, it wouldn't have counted for much. Monstrous. and the citizens condone such a barbaric punishment. Oh, without a second thought. When Lord Vothry passes judgment, no one so much as blinks, let alone argues. In Yulemord, his word is law. The more I hear about Yulemord, the more determined I am to see what waits within its walls. I shall bend all my thoughts towards securing another way in the city. There must be something we can do. But first we should try to convey Tristel to the shelter of the village. Fire or no fire, he needs to be out of this chilly coastal air. What about this fire pit? Away into the city? What about this fire pit? I want to hang out the fire pit forever. They can't handle it. We'll never see that fire pit again, likely. Buy a fire pit. You were pretty cool. I know there's like an emote you can get where you sit in front of a fire pit. I always want to get that one, but I have no idea where you get it. I just see it every now and again. Oh, actually, I don't think it's an emote now that I think about it. I think it's a minion, like a little fire pit minion. But then I'd have to get rid of my little Palico man. And my little Palico man is a special man. I've been using that Palico for literal years. So, since at least the Stormblood era when they got it, so. I was a big fan of Monster Hunter World. I really liked that game. Pray accept my deepest gratitude. I owe you both my life. And if you permit me, I would assist you in your attempt to enter Yulemord, insofar as I am able at any rate. To be frank, the thought of sending my saviors into that awful place makes me sick to my stomach. But since it's plain you set your minds on it, you should take this. It's my favorite paintbrush. Yumor and Elite are never satisfied until they get exactly what they want, and if I'm not mistaken, the couple I mentioned will still be looking for someone to replace me. If you make a show of owning such a well-used brush, you may be able to convince people you have a talent for painting. Are you certain? This is your livelihood. We cannot deprive you of such a treasured possession. I'll gladly give it after all you've done for me. Besides, I don't think I have the heart to paint anymore. As to what I'll do instead, honestly, I haven't decided. But I shan't stay long in this place. Not with that city brooding over me. Nay, I'll move on to new lands and a new profession, and I'll keep you in my prayers for now until my dying day. That's a good point. Alright, brief intermission and then we'll get back to it. Okay. They say kindness is its own reward, but Tristel has repaid us with a gift as timely as it was unexpected. We will, however, need to act upon his advice before another painter steps in to fill the vacancy. Thankfully, I do have some modest skill with a brush. Nothing approaching that of a true artist, of course, but enough to play the role, I would hope. As for you, well, if you don't mind me taking a subordinate role, perhaps you could pose as my assistant. Then it is settled. I don't know what happened there. Then it is settled. All we need to do now is return to Great Town and await the next appearance of those vile jesters. I want to scrap. And they're gonna know who I am. But you know what? That doesn't matter. It's neither here nor there. I'll ride this giant whale. I'm sure it'll be just fine. Oh wait, Gate Town's up that way. I don't know why I thought it was that way. I really want to get into a dungeon. I just want to fight something and practice being Red Mage, because I haven't played in a long time as Red Mage. But instead I have to, like, talk to people and go talk about their crops and talk to weird blue-haired guys. It's a lot right now, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, man? I'm gonna hit that pedestrian with my giant whale. Out of the way, Peck. Alright. Let us wait here in the Gate Town. I can't imagine how this could possibly go badly. Here they come. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention once more. What a day it's been for the folks at our door. We've welcomed a peddler who made pearls from a plum, and now we've a place from a painter and a plum. So come along and don't be slow. It's time to let our colors show. I can paint, portraits at least. Landscapes and still lifes are so rarely commissioned these days. Oh ho! I thought I spotted new faces in the crowd. What fortune that you should feel the ease around an easel. What proof have you of your prowess? Any masterpieces on your person? Sadly not. Everything I paint is soon sold. Such is the life of a working artist. I have only my brush to testify for me, though you will note that it has seen no small amount of service. Aha, ho ho, Flecks of paint, both old and new, a tool much loved and much used. Not a prop to be conjured on the hop. Very well, come with us and we'll put those talents to the test. And who is this hanger-on? Well-wisher or parasite? Why, this is my assistant, he whose unfailing support allows my art to flourish. I will go with him or not at all. Parasite, then. We shall leave his fate in the hands of your new employer. It matters not a whit to us. And having filled our latest vacant space, we retire to you a more sweet embrace. Oh, mercy me, the meal! We almost took our leave without leaving a loving token. We must empty the sacks ere we make our way back. Guys, give us free food. We're going in.
Redemption is beyond us. The lament of all but saints and fools, and the comfort of the lords and ladies of this accursed place. Once they held fast against the madness, only to embrace the coming cataclysm
Cringe.
and delight in the end of days.
Yulemore. We're not even in yet, we're just at the base where there's another shantytown, which is comical in a way.
Perhaps in rapture they seek to lose themselves and the misery they share. Or perhaps for them alone, the promise of eternal pleasure really does hold true.
I already have all the pleasures of this world. They're in this hand. Welcome, welcome to the city of final pleasures. Feel free to weep at its magnificence. No, not even a single tear? Moving right along, then. Our first task is to register you as residents who know, make it all nice and official. We'll smooth the way, so you just need to put on your happy faces and head to Joyce Hall. The Bureau of Immigration is at the first room on the left side of the passage. Declare your name and occupation in a nice loud voice, and the clerks will tell you where to go from there. Oh, and pay no mind to those folk off to the side of the road. Much like the hopefuls of Gatetown, they haven't earned the right to enter the city proper. If, however, you enjoy basking in the envy of your fellow man, then by all means take your time. But why waste another moment? Go, enjoy the beginning of your new life in paradise. The Bureau of Immigration, was it? I suppose we had better show ourselves willing for the time being. I'm sure it'll be just that easy, no problem at all. Are there any other doors here, or is it just the one? Just the one, okay. I had to know. That is an ornate floor, man. Some green marble or something like that. It's very strange. It's cool though, I like it. What is he wearing? That's like some interesting drip he's got there. Can't really see. It's very purple. I kind of like it though, in a way. Welcome to Yulemore, fortunate friends. May I have your names? I am Alphinaud, an artist, and this is Tiberius, my assistant. Ah yes, I was informed of your imminent arrival. We can forego the usual interview and begin processing your registration papers forthwith. Now, the citizens of Yulemore are divided into two classes. There are the free, who are blessed with the favor of Lord Vothry, and the bonded, who work in the employ of the free. You will be joining the ranks of the bonded. Your duties are to serve a patron in the capacity in which you are chosen. In your case, painting pretty pictures. Should your patron dismiss you for any reason, you must find another sponsor among the free, or accept work as a general laborer. I see. And might you tell us something about the patron we are to serve? The two patrons, actually. Chai Nuz and Dahlia Chai, a misstale couple whom most refer to as the Chais. They are both gentle souls, and I would very much ask that you conduct yourself with respect and humility, for your own sake as much as theirs. Now, a moment, please, while I complete the relevant paperwork. All in order. These are your registration documents. Take those papers next door and submit them to the clerk. Once they've been stamped, you will officially be Yulemoran citizens. Enjoy your new life in paradise. I'm gonna come back one day. I'm gonna beat that guy up. I'm gonna do it. I don't know how. I want to find a way. I want to ask the devs if I can beat that guy up. Welcome to the Bureau of Registration. Papers, please. Just like Soviet Russia. I knew it. East and West Berlin over here. What have we here? Alphinaud, artist. Tiberius, artist assistant. To be employed at the service of Lord Chai Nuz and Lady Dahlia Chai. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Your registration is hereby approved. I think it best we deliver you to the Chai residence before... Oh dear. You smell hideous. Excuse me? Did you crawl here through a ditch? It's like an unholy miasma of dust and sweat and the musk of some unwashed beast. Just looking to throw down. I take it back. I'm going to beat this lady up. I believe in equality. Proceed directly to the delusory next door and scrub yourselves clean. Use whichever showers are free. After you've raised away the stench, you'll want to splash yourselves with this perfume. Liberally. Once you've made yourself presentable, then you may proceed to Chai residence. Koren, the guard by the stairs, will give you directions. We're like self-conscious now. I hadn't realized we were so aromatic. This is a personal problem. I refuse to acknowledge their claim about our stench, but so be it. So I can just pick one, anyone I want. That just a dude just showering there, huh? I didn't see that coming. I didn't expect there to be somebody actually in here showering. He louser, huh? You rinse yourself clean in the stream of water. Who did my laundry? Wearing dirty clothes after you wash is just not, it's not kosher, man. It's not cool. Oh wait, apply the sweet smelling perfume. Don't see... Where do I get the perfume? I don't know what that guy's doing. He's got a cool javelin lance somehow. Is it in here? No. Well, oh, it's just in my inventory. I'm just dumb. Okay. Ugh. Perfume. You apply the perfume as directed, and a delicate scent of roses fills the air. Oh, you've showered and dressed already, have you? Is it not that... That is to say, it seems rather exposed for one's ablutions, does it not? Hurry up and shower, Stinky. What would a Stinian say? Alisaie would have been drying her hair by now. Okay, so I don't care about the top one. It's like, whatever. Alisaie would have been drying her hair by now. This is true, and that would get him, but I love invoking a Stinian any chance I get, so let's do that. Good gods, you will mention nothing of this. Swear to me. He's got so much. He holds Sistinian in such high regard. He's like, you will not shame me in front of the giant, super cool dragoon. Well, that was bracing. I believe the lingering smells of the road have been successfully expunged. Shall we go and present ourselves to new patrons then? This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about for padding, though. What does this add to the narrative? That we had to go shower? Why? It's just very strange, in a way. You're looking to present yourselves to the Chais, are you? Let me explain how the city's laid out then. Imagine 3 layers, one on the top of the other. This layer here is called the buttress. Above us is the understory, and where the military has its headquarters. And above that, you've got the canopy, which is where the free citizens of Yulemore spend their days. So if you want to find your new patrons, you'll need to keep climbing until you run out of stairs. Then look for the Grand Dame's Parlor. They'll be in there, like as not. People and their weird names. Understory. Sprint. Summon Chocobo. You know what I should have done? Just teleported up. Is the thing in here? Wait a minute, is that a... That's a light, that's a thing! Hang on, I gotta see if I can get it. Oh, come on, let me up there. Wait, do I have to jump off to get on top of that? Like the frickin'... Oh my gosh. Okay, humor me for a minute. Humor me, humor me. Can I jump off from here? I don't think I can. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be just like Kugane Tower. Where if I want to actually get on top of it, I gotta jump off of the... Man, ain't no one got time for that. Oh my gosh. Is this possible? Is this possible right now? Am I Kim possible? My guy didn't jump. I'm so mad right now. Wow. I pushed the jump button, but nothing happened. Hang on. What is with the not jumping? Jump. Oh my gosh. Alright. Sure, you'll jump there. I see how it is. Okay. I'm blaming lag. And bunny girls. What the world does she got? Oh, she's got a bow on her back. I was like, what in the world is that? Okay. Man, I had it the first time. All I had to do was jump, and then like it was like, no, you can't do that. Alright, hang on. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to do it, but this is how we're doing it. Alright, let's see if I can do it without failing the jump this time. Ugh. I know I can get this. I know I can. What would life be if I wasn't doing stupid little side quests like this? That is just a hard one, because I think you could jump from there. But maybe you can't. Maybe you do have to jump from the top layer. Because I'm not going to get up there without it, that's for sure. You gotta jump down on top of it. It's going to be the Yulemore thing. Or the Yulemore thing. It's going to be just like Doma Castle or whatever. Or Kugane Tower. It's going to be like, oh yeah. This guy wants to jump off. Well, let me tell you all about it. Hang on. Okay, so... Oh, that's a jump. Alright, let's try it. Alright, too far. Too far. We all know this is what everyone is watching this for. You want to watch me try and jump off this thing like 14 times. I've always been bad at this. Maybe this will give me what I need to finally get to the top when I get off of Kugane Tower after I jump all the way. Okay, so last time I jumped too far. Like right there. Okay, I think I know what the problem is. So when I go and I jump, I keep holding forward thinking I'm not going to make it far enough, but then I make it too far. So it's going to bother me if I don't do this. I'll try it for a couple more minutes, a few more tries. If I can't get it by then I'll just like not. Alright, I got sprint now, of course, like a genius. Ugh, just a little bit too far. I'm getting the feel for it. Almost there. The one thing I really got to do, though, is when I finally actually get on top of this thing, I got to make sure I don't accidentally jump off. Because, man, I love when I do that in, like, any video game ever. Like, you trying to do a jump, you're trying to do a jump, you're trying to do a jump, and then you finally do it, and then it's like, oh. I should probably look and see. I wonder if it's just like that. Probably. Ugh, that's going to kill me inside. I'm trying to figure out, like, where the sweet spot is for jumping off that. I'll bet you somebody out there knows how to do this, like, really easily, and they don't. This is not how they do it. I have a penchant for, like, doing things in the most haphazard way ever. Okay, so I can't hold my momentum on that at all. I gotta jump, like, short. If I jump too far at all, it's gonna keep that momentum no matter what. I wonder if anyone else has had this much trouble. Okay, so kind of like short jump a little bit. Oh my gosh, this is so brutal. I just feel like I'm just like narrowly fumbling getting this every time. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm gonna try one more time. Come on, baby. Oh. Alright, hang on. Okay, so I didn't want to deny... I couldn't deny myself the pleasure of trying to get up here. But at the same time, I didn't want to make you guys watch. I didn't want to have to record me going, like, and jumping off this 40 times. It only took about 5 or 6 more tries. But I actually tried at one point to jump from, like, all the way up there. And that didn't do much for me. So let's go ahead and do it. There we go. Umoran Army Headquarters. Back on the quest. Alright, let's finish up this shenanigans. I just, like, I knew that I was like, it was too simple. It's not like, in that, it's not like Kugane Tower, because Kugane Tower, it's like, there's no way. Looks like, is it there? Yeah, there. I know at one point, like, the Aetheryte Plaza is just completely locked out, like, can't even do it, so. Alright. Let's go find Dulia Chai and China's. She's a large woman. She got the double chin and everything.
Who's this then?
Someone had to create that character model, I'll tell you what.
Lord and Lady Chai, pray forgive our intrusion. I am given to understand you were in search of an artist.
The guy, voice actor for Alphinaud, really leaned hard into that one, boy, I'll tell you what.
Ah, you must be the new,
Oh, goodness me! What an adorable boy! That silken hair, those pearly cheeks, oh, and you even smell wonderful, like a bed of flowers.
This woman's got problems, man. She may literally want to eat him, I'm not sure.
I approve of this one, dearest. I am positive he will paint us the most delightful pictures.
Yes. Well, as long as he paints better than that talentless wretch we sent packing last week.
Wonderful, wonderful! Welcome
Alphinaud, if it please you, my lady. And this is my assistant.
I love how he's leaning into like the snobby, like overly eccentric, like, you know, artiste type. This is my assistant. Like, he didn't have to do that, but he is, and I kind of love it.
Your assistant? I've heard of folk bringing in family members, but this seems a bit irregular. Aren't you a little young to have a protege?
We are family in all but name, my lord. Though we share no blood, we have stood by each other through life's many challenges, resolved to prevail together or not at all. Of all people, 'tis he who best understands my work. With his unique insight guiding my hand, the art I create is sure to satisfy your expectations.
Oh my god, I just can't get over it, man. I can't.
Once the picture is begun, of course, I shall have no need of constant encouragement. And so I wondered, rather than him being in your way, might it then be permissible for my assistant to explore the city he has so longed to see? Out of gratitude for his priceless contribution to my art, I thought it only fair that I make this humble request on his behalf.
Ooh, did you ever hear of such devotion? Of course your assistant must have his wish. He shall be free to roam to his heart's content.
That's right. No one could have stopped me if they tried.
Isn't that right, darling?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course, dearest. Quite right.
That dude needs like a vacation or something. I have no idea. Alright, well with that, we have achieved getting into Yule Moor. I apparently now will be exploring the city. And we also got the, you got to enjoy me actually making it to the top and getting the sightseeing thing. So with that, I think we're in a good spot to jump off. So with that, I further ado and all that jazz. Till next time.